All right, guys, welcome to Ryzen. All right, my name is Emmanuel, and today, listen, we're going to talk about lead generation. I know you have the scribbles on there. I have a kindergarten grade handwriting, but listen, if you're in sales, if you're a business owner, if you are in e-commerce, or if you are basically in any service-based industry, then it is very important that you understand that if you don't have people walking in your door requesting your service, then it's only a matter of time before you are out of business, right? It's only a matter of time before you are out of business, which means it is very important that you go ahead and get your lead generation strategies right the first time. Okay, so it's going to be a quick video, right? We're going to talk about lead generation and the importance of lead generation in your business. And for this, I'm going to cover paid ads, organic or cold outbound, owned media, and referrals. All right, let's go ahead and start on a new screen so you don't have to watch my very interesting handwriting here. But when it comes to lead generation, ask yourself this question, right? If you're in your current bank account, okay, the amount of money in your bank account is a direct reflection to how strong your marketing game is. If you don't have money in your bank account, it's because you have a weak lead generation or sales generation strategy, right? So, what does that mean, right? I could be the worst salesperson in your business, in your industry, right? My close ratio could be 10%, okay? 10% close ratio. But if you put me in front of 1,000 people a month, I'm going to close 10%. And what's 10% of 1,000? I'm going to close 100. If your close ratio is 90% and you only speak to 10 people, you've got only nine conversions. Okay. Now, how does this matter? How is this very important, and how does this impact your businesses? If you don't have the ability to get in front of more people, you're not going to make that much money, right? And in this channel, it's about lead generation so we can actually make you money, okay? Because the truth is this: is money does not grow on trees. I'm going to say it. You have a tree here, okay? Part of my tree, okay? This is a tree. Money does not grow on trees, okay? But do you know where money grows in? Money grows in people's pockets. So your ability to convince somebody that your service is worth way more money than them, worth more to them than them hanging on to their money. What does that mean? Is if they believe your service is worth $1,000 and they're only paying $100 for it, they'll give you the $100. You have to believe that them having your service is worth way more than them actually keeping the money, right? You have to almost make the money have zero value to them. So for that, let's talk about the lead generation strategies. First thing first is you can do paid ads, okay? Paid ads, you can do Facebook, you can do Google, you can do just various search engine networks. You can even use affiliates, right? I like to put affiliates on the paid ads because yes, you're not necessarily paying them until you're paid, until you get paid and you pay the affiliates. But in some way, shape, or form, it's still in some way promotional content. So in some way, I like to call it as paid ads. Okay, and if you're doing paid ads, then it is very important that you understand one simple, cold, hard truth. Okay, you're going to be dealing a lot with cold audience, okay? And when you're dealing a lot with cold audience, you're almost going to have to, your lead nurture campaign, your ability to nurture the lead is where it's very important, okay? So what that means is, let's say, you have ads that come in from Facebook, right? All right? Don't just think you're going to get the lead. And once you get the lead, it's all done, right? That's not where it ends. That's not absolutely zero where it ends, right? You have to do things such as text message, emails, follow-up calls. You have to do, there's so many things that you're going to have to do to be able to get this person to convert into a customer. Think about it as picking somebody to date via Tinder. It's like Tinder dating, right? So you're almost gonna have to be in their face more because they're cold audience, and genuinely they may have responded to your ad, but they don't know you. And if I don't know you, I can't flow you. If I don't know you, I'm not really confident giving you my money unless I'm in severe pain. Okay, so you can better understand when you're doing paid ads, your lead nurture campaign has to be strong because they have zero relationship with you. And the key in business is relationship, right? That's one. Now, the second of all, what we're talking about now is we're going to now be talking about organic or cold outbound. Cold outbound is just cold calls, right? You can hire a telemarketing call center. We don't do telemarketing call center. We help you filter your leads as far as telemarketing call center goes. But you can hire a telemarketing call center to basically telemarket and call your leads for you, right? But just understand the output required is going to be almost significant because you might have to do 1,000 outbound calls a day, which if you're doing 1,000 outbound calls a day at 80 calls an hour, you're probably going to need maybe you can do it, or you can outsource it to 2 to 3 virtual assistants to be able to do the telemarketing calls for you. Which this is just a shameless plug. If you're a Rise and Results Business Elite member, you get 20 hours free virtual assistant service, and they can be able to do the outbound for you, and we can actually help you set up compliance automation so that you don't get people who are TCPA litigators, and to help you actually keep you out of trouble. But I would actually say, legitimately, just between you, actually us having a conversation right now, cold outbound, you will see a lot more conversion because you have spoken to somebody, but a lot more conversion depending on how much output you're putting out. Output's very important when it comes to cold outbound. Is this something I prefer? Absolutely not. I'm an ads guy. I like paid ads and I like my affiliates. Okay. My goal is to build an affiliate army, which, by the way, if you're interested in joining the affiliate program, there's going to be a link in the description to join the Rising affiliate to be able to market a product. The only condition is this: you have to actually be a user, because I do not believe in people marketing something for me that they do not believe in, because now whoever you get in, you've lied to them, right? So I need you to be a user before you can actually go ahead and promote the product. The next thing we've talked about paid ads. We've spoken about organic. Let's talk about owned media. Owned media is basically the people that are already in your list, right? Owned media can even be your family members, right? Your family members, your friends, people you already have an existing relationship with, your existing list, okay? So this could be mom, okay? This could be dad, okay? This could be that uncle that nobody wants to talk about. Right? This could also be that uncle, but inherently, you have your dad, you have that uncle, okay? You have basically family members. Those are basically your owned media. Those are basically the people that you already know and are already in your circle of influence, right? That is an element of lead generation. You can actually work your circle of influence. The only downside is when you work your circle of influence, when you work your owned media, you're dealing in a very interesting spectacle, because now you're dealing with people who now you're mixing business and personal relationships together. This can go really well, but it can also go really not well, right? Because now you're trying to sell people, which, by the way, people in your circle of influence with your own media are going to be the easiest to sell to. Do you know why? Drop it in the comments below. Leave in the comments below. Why do you believe that the people who are in your own media, in your list, are the easiest to sell to? Okay, give you a second. Okay, now here's why. It's because, one word, relationship. They already have a relationship with you, right? They don't expect you they don't think you're going to be a scam. They don't think you're going to be somebody who's going to take their money and not deliver the service, because they know the kind of person you are, right? And if it's a family, if it's your mom, dad, Jesus, they already trust you for the most part if you have a healthy relationship with your family. That's where owned media comes in, right? And it's a very important source, because if you believe your product is going to do well, then I absolutely believe then do sell it to your friends and family, right? So far we've covered paid traffic, we've covered which also covered affiliate, we've covered outbound, we've basically covered owned media, and the last one that we're actually going to cover right now. But before we go ahead and get into it, is I want you to kind of think about your business right now and what you're doing for your lead nurturing campaign. Okay, because it doesn't matter what media source you use, you're still going to have to nurture your leads. Okay, and for that, I'm going to just go do it a plug of Verizon. Listen, if you are in any sales position, if you're a business owner, if you are in any position whatsoever that involves you convincing somebody else that your product is in some way of value to them, I highly recommend that you go ahead and check out Rise and Results. Rise and Results is the all-inclusive marketing platform for coaches, small business owners, agents, to be able to increase the ROI that you're getting currently on your marketing efforts. Okay? And if you sign up for the Business Elite program, it's only $297 a month. You basically get access to all the tools, including the ability to launch ads within 5 minutes, in less than 5 minutes. Plus, you get a complimentary virtual assistant. Plus, you get group coaching, and you can also be selected and handpicked for one-on-one hand coaching, a one-on-one coaching with myself. So, the link to do that is going to be in the description below. Okay. But now, the last traffic source that we're also going to talk about now is referrals. Referrals is very simple. Referrals is basically, once you there is nothing that speaks more value than somebody who's done business with you and raves about you, right? Like, I actually went, so I was, if you notice my teeth, I don't think you can see it. Uh, Maybe you can see it, but I have Invisaligns on, right? And I 100% my orthodontist. I'm like, dude, I will actually market for you right now. I'll spend some of my marketing budget for you. I made a video promotional content for him because I personally believe strongly in his service, right? So I'd give him referrals. You don't have to pay me. I'll give you referrals because I believe in your product. So inherently, that is basically the four traffic sources, okay? The lead generation sources. But it's very important that you are in the business of generating leads because your pipeline needs to stay full. A weak pipeline means weak income, which means you have skinny kids. So let's feed them kids. Go ahead and listen, if it's your first time as well, just do me a favor, hit the like button, go ahead and subscribe as well. Let's get this channel up to 10K. Once you get to 10K subs, all right, like the video so that YouTube can promote this video to other people who you believe that this video should actually see it. And for that, I'm going to catch you guys in another video. And thank you for watching Ryzen. For that, I say pretty much enjoy.